I don't know. A bit empty? Quiet? Am I meant to see something here? Or I'm not meant to? Quiet here. Sure. I feel pretty good, though. Calm. Serene. Just the sound of me. Thinking out loud. Oh, and the wildlife in the distance. I hear you. Nothing that really stands out, I guess. No spectacle. But maybe not everything needs to be. The totem. It's looking up at the giant archway. A solid, towering rock formation. And yet, I feel... I feel... warmth? I wonder... how many of our people have traveled under those stone arches? Was it a meeting place for friends? Maybe? It's strangely inviting. Even after probably generations, it still stands. It's almost like it's telling me, welcome home. The view here feels like I can almost touch the sky. Or see the land from a different angle. It's like mounting an icon, but the land beneath is not in constant motion. It's still and calm. Could stare at all the little details for hours. Is this what my people felt here? The plains are so vast. I wonder, how many Sarentu traversed them to visit other clans? And how did they do it? Did they ride Ikran? Maybe a dire horse sometimes. Were they traveling alone or with friends? And how many of them were lost to bad storms and predators? I hope one day me, Ritnella, Nor and Telan, all of us will walk these old Sarentu paths with certainty about who we are. I wish my sister were here to see this. Quite a view. What if the actual purpose of these totems is just to capture the beauty? Maybe to show it to the future generations? To teach the children to take a moment and appreciate the land, the sky above, the water below. To breathe it all in and carry it over for those to come. I can imagine Sarentu travelers gathering in a place like this to wait out a storm raging outside. They would make a fire, sit around it, and share stories from the clans they'd visited. And these stories would travel further, carried by those who heard them. How many stories have been lost and forgotten since our clan disappeared? Will we ever be able to recover these stories and tell them to each other again? An ancient forest. Maybe once it was imposing, but now it's just a bunch of hollow trunks. It's like the totem wants me not to see the dead trunks, but to look forward. At the plains, at that towering rock, at the sky. Is this an invitation to move forward? Not to dwell on the past? Or am I getting it wrong? What is that? Two rocks clashing above the totem like they're in a fight? Because conflict is something inevitable in nature? But the totem stands between them, almost like it's there to stop the rocks from colliding. Is this how the Sarentu dealt with conflicts? Did we step in and try to make peace rather than take sides? But does it really work that way? totem is hardly seen behind the trees. I wonder, were these trees here when the totem was built? How old is it? How old are the Sarentu? Is it possible that we walked upon these hills when these woods weren't even here? It hurts me to think how many stories, once carried over through generations, are now lost. A lonely totem on a hill, between a forest and the mountains, above a vast valley. Isn't that what the Sarentu are? We stand between. We don't take sides. We try to connect everybody, help them see each other. I wonder, how much can the clans still achieve together if we continue the work of our ancestors? These rocks floating in the sky, they're disconnected from the land. Or they aren't? Their waterfalls still give water to the land below. Is this the lesson my people are trying to teach me? That everything is connected, even though it may not be so evident. Not until you start paying attention.